The dollar is still within this awful range. However, we're challenging or have been challenging the lower part of that range for a couple of reasons. One, we had softer US data yesterday. So the GDP from the United States was softer at 1.6%, lower than expected 2%, underperforming market expectations. But then additionally, a double whammy, we had lower inflation data from the United States, 0.2%. This is the Fed's preferred measurement of inflation. Okay. So this is coming in lower. And then the GDP price index, okay, the price of all the goods and services that make up that GDP, that contribute to that GDP number, was lower at 3.5%. So, which is deflationary. It did shift expectations a little bit in terms of what the rate hike probability is now 48.2%. The dollar did come under some pressure. In addition to this, which we'll look at the dollar chart in a moment, US and Iran reach a deal but needs Trump's final approval, according to officials. So that forced dollar selling and forced a lot of optimism. Stocks rallied, so on and so forth. But mixed reports because a source rejected that. But then JD Vance, Vice President of the United States, says US and Iran very close to a deal, but not there yet. So if we go back to the dollar a moment, you'll see, obviously, we challenged the lower part of that range, but we're not going to get that breakout, to the downside unless we get something concrete coming out of Trump's mouth or potentially from one of the Iranian officials, right? It'd have to be concrete, but ideally it's Trump is what you want. So right now it's going to continue to play the range. Be extremely careful, cautious heading into the weekend with any leaving positions open. Probably a dangerous move, to be honest. We're going to play this range until we get something concrete, whether good or bad. Obviously, good would be a break to the downside for the dollar being drawn into 98.50, and then further south would be 98, the lower part of this overall big monthly range that we're in. The upside scenario would be, as I said, we clear this gap area, we break retest 99.50, then we go clear into and be drawn into 150. Okay, so be careful heading into the weekend.